When you first hear that your loved one has been injured, your whole world is turned upside down, and your entire family is in crisis. It's frightening, it's confusing, it's exhausting, and we know you just want to go home. But no one can prepare you for this moment. We can prepare you for the journey, your family's journey to recovery. It's hard to think of a crisis as a journey. For you, right now, it's about right now. What happened? How bad is it? What are all of the tubes and what are all the machines for? What can I do? When can I get home? This is all a very normal reaction. It's the right reaction for the moment. But going home isn't the last step. Our job is to get you started on this journey. We're all here to help. The doctors, the nurses, and the thousands of patients and their family who traveled this road before you. You are not alone. For some of you, the road to recovery may only take a few weeks. For others, it may take longer. But whatever your situation, recovery will start in the hospital and continue well after you leave the hospital. That's why we call it a journey. So once we've identified the crisis, the trauma team provides the immediate care. It will be an intense time, requiring perhaps many surgeries, but the team knows what to do. We have traveled this journey before with thousands of families. We have one goal in mind: to get your family back to normal as soon as we can. Each year, this team takes care of about 3,000 trauma patients. You can take comfort in the knowledge that the Vanderbilt doctors and nurses are some of the very best in the world. How long will you be here? How many surgeries? We don't yet know. The average trauma patient is in the trauma center for about 6 days. But remember, that's just the beginning part of the journey. While 75% of patients go home to continue some sort of physical therapy, another 25% must continue their recovery by moving to a nearby facility where we can closely monitor their progress and care. We call this aftercare. There are 3 levels of aftercare: inpatient rehabilitation, skilled nursing facility or SNF, and a long-term acute care hospital called an LTAC. Your doctor will recommend such a facility based on the expertise of the facility, the severity and type of injury that we're dealing with, and how quickly the patient can be returned to Vanderbilt if necessary. Regardless of your unique situation, going home or going to aftercare, your loved one will require some form of rehabilitation and therapy to be able to get the brain, the body, and the soul all working together again. For patients who qualify, inpatient rehabilitation is an option. There are physical medicine specialists who chart a rigorous course to physical and mental recovery. Your attending physician may recommend admitting your loved one to a skilled nursing facility, or your doctor may recommend a longer hospital stay in what's called a long-term acute care facility. Once the best course of action has been determined by your attending physician, a case manager will work directly with you to answer all of your questions. Will my insurance company cover aftercare? Where should my family stay? How long will we be in aftercare? Your case manager is your personal coach and will assist every step of the way. No question is too big, too difficult, or too small. One of the most frequently asked questions is, why can't we be closer to home? First, it's important to note the safest doesn't always mean the closest to home. We want to be sure that if a problem arises, our team is close by. Second, not all rehabilitation facilities or post-acute care centers specialize in treating trauma patients. That's why we recommend a certain group of preferred providers, experts in trauma aftercare. Your case manager will explain all of the services preferred providers offer, as well as give you a video tour of these facilities. In some cases, the case manager will also be able to set up actual tours where you can visit the facility in person, meet the staff, and see firsthand the quality of care that's given. From crisis to care, we take you on the final milestone of your journey. We call that the community. Once your loved one is ready to go home, we'll still be there, providing you with a community of support that you can rely on as you and your entire family recover from the incredibly difficult time that you've just been through. The whole family has been traumatized, and you all need to heal physically and emotionally. Of course, you should rely on family and friends and neighbors, but we want to lessen your burden too. That's why we developed the Trauma Survivor Network, or TSN. You'll hear a lot about TSN during your hospital stay. TSN will provide a host of free resources like toothpaste and shampoo, and help to find a place to stay and a place to eat. But perhaps most importantly, TSN is a network of former trauma patients and their families who have been exactly where you are today. Having lived through a major injury, they can lend a shoulder to cry on, guide you when you're confused, and share miraculous stories of hope and recovery. Your journey will be long. At times, it will be difficult, but you will never be alone. From crisis to care, back to the community, the team at Vanderbilt will always be with you.